Hi there. I am back today with the newest box from Boxycharm. Yes, it's packed full too. I have not opened it yet, but it is chock full of goodness. And it is here for July. Daisy Lulu is still in the background. It's been near 100 degrees every day here in New York City, and it is just a lazy afternoon, and she's not going anywhere. So she's gonna enjoy the fun of the Boxycharm. Well, let's get into this. So here we go. This month's theme is cutie pie. That makes me want to eat some cherry pie. It looks so damn good. Summertime. I love summertime. And everything that comes with it, the good food, the amazing weather, even when it's 100 degrees and 100% humidity. I don't care. Talk to me in January. I will always defend this weather. But so it's this kind of summery, midsummer kind of fun box. So let's see. So this is what was in it. It was this soundproofing material here to keep everything safe and happy. The first item is an ultra matte lip, and this is from ColourPop, and it is in the color Beeper. Now I think I already have this color. I'm almost positive. I think everybody has this color. I'm almost positive that I do, but I have so many lipsticks from ColourPop. So here it is. Now this color is interesting because it looks so different in every single person out there due to your skin, you know, tone, the color of your lips, all these other things. And there it is. Now I'm almost positive, you can't really see it here. I don't want to swatch it because I have a feeling I already have this color. And if I do have this color, then what I'm going to do is I've been taking a few items that I haven't touched or opened up, and I'm going to put them into a box for a giveaway, I think, because I just don't need all this. I could give it to a friend, but it, you know, I think it might be nice to do something like that, put like 4 or 5 items into a box and do that for the people who are subscribed and those who aren't. Whoever, you know, everyone's welcome to come in and do this. But I'm not going to swatch it because I'm almost positive I have this one. And I don't want to dig and do the swatch because I'd have to go through all my boxes. I'm cleaning this place up and whew, yeah. So the next item is, I don't even know what this is, but it's really, really interesting. It is, I think it's a universal eyebrow pencil because it looks like it's the only thing that it could be. And it has like this Egyptian theme going on to it. Unfortunately, I think this may have to go into the box as well. I don't want to swatch it, but it's black. I cannot use black eyeliner or eyebrow. No. I don't necessarily use a lot of eyebrow products to darken, a little bit just to give it a little bit more definition because you don't want to get too pale. But the thing is with this, ooh, I hope I didn't hit it too hard. I think that this would be a hard sell because looking at this is black. Whoo doggies, that is not going to work on my self. It's just not. And this is indeed an eyebrow. Yeah, universal eyebrow pencil. Oh no, for $12. And I'm sure it's absolutely wonderful, but I think this is going to go into, I don't know, maybe this will go into the box as well of stuff to give away, or maybe I'll swap. I don't know. But I just can't get away with black, but I don't want to necessarily swatch it because then I'll never be able to get rid of it. And I know I can't use a black eyebrow pencil. So this is kind of a hard sell if people got this in the box. Most people, I think, get the same thing, but boy, unless you have dark eyebrows, you're going to be going, wow, because that is truly, oh, here's the other side, which is kind of nice. It's an eyebrow brush. That's really cool. See, you mess around and you find out all kinds of things about this thing, but which is really great. But if you look at it, that is black. It's gonna be a hard sell for a lot of people. So I'm gonna set this aside. The next item is Spray, Set, and Go Project Beauty. So this must be like some kind of setting. Spray, set, go, makeup setting spray. Keep your makeup fresh all day long. Just spray, set, and go. You've got this, gorgeous. I hope so, because honestly, I've used setting spray a few times. I don't tend to use it too much because my skin is naturally oily, And when I use too many products on top of my makeup, I just feel that most setting spray just clogs me up. The next day I wake up, or by the end of the evening, I have little pimples coming through. And so for me, it's just too many layers. So I want my skin to be able to breathe a little bit. And these setting sprays, for whatever reason, just tend to clog up my pores a little bit. I mean, they do by the end of the evening, and then I'm trying to get rid of them. So what I may do is try some of these during the winter. The setting spray, though my skin is less oily during the winter, the setting spray may work better, but I'm excited to use it. This one seems very, very light and kind of watery, and which isn't a bad thing. Yeah, the main ingredient is water, so this would be really fabulous during, you know, the colder months. So I'm really kind of excited about this because I do love setting sprays. I love the premise of the setting sprays, but I'm so horrified by the little pimples coming up that I don't even know if my makeup still looks good by the end of the day. But don't count this out because I may give it a try. So I emptied this box here because it's starting to get too light. The next item is Bare Minerals Invisible Light. So Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo. This silky and ultra-fine combination of setting powder and finishing powder instantly vanishes on all skin tones. Enjoy an even, long-lasting, natural-looking, luminous complexion. This I'm excited about. I haven't used Bare Minerals, but I love this. So it's basically this gorgeous, like, mattes to make you matte. And I need that, especially during this time of year because I have really oily skin. So I am really excited by this one, actually. Let's see what this looks like. It has a mirror and this little protective guy on it. There's no scent to it, which I like. So this is the matte and this is the glow. I'm really excited. It's like a finishing powder. This is so cool. I know, do you see it? I'm like a kid at Christmas. Ooh. You can't really feel what it's kind of, it's not, it's a mineral. So you can feel like it's more of a mineral than it is like the soft powder. And of course it's not going to show up too much because that's the purpose. Is it's not supposed to show up. You know, it's supposed to, as it says, vanish into the skin. But once you have it on, because there's my regular skin, it is really silky. This is really smooth, really silky, and this guy is really happy because this is fabulous. It just, you can definitely feel, here's my regular skin, and then feeling that, it's just silky and dry. And I am so excited because I get so greasy this time of year, and this just brings me so much happiness. So I'm really excited about this one. I can't wait to use it. And what I'm going to do is at the end of each month, I'm going to go back and review the products that I used from the month before and let you know my thoughts on them and how they worked. And so I'll be letting you know how this one works at the end of the August box because I'm really excited. Unfortunately, you won't see the brow and possibly beeper, but that's okay. We have 3 other items to work with. So the last item is Blink Electric Eyes Palette. Now, I've never heard of Blink. This palette features a combination of highly pigmented jewel tone eyeshadows. The shades beautifully paired together to give you a gorgeous golden eye look. Okay, I love eyeshadow palettes. I could never get tired of these. Now, these are a little bit, they're beautiful. Very, very beautiful, but they are very, very neutral. So that may not necessarily, you know, excite everyone, but I'm easily excitable, so I'm excited. Now, these may be a little bit dark for you fair-skinned ladies out there like myself, but let's see. Let's watch these and see. Let's not judge until we actually try it. There's 4 of the 5. Whew. Those are highly pigmented. Those are no joke, and they're really, really silky and smooth. And they go on really well, actually. They're really, really soft, but not so soft that they like crumble when you touch them and they fall out of the pan. No, they're very soft, but very solid. I like this. So then let me just try this last one. It's so silky. These are really, really silky. There we go. I know I'm wiping my fingers in between. This is really nice. Now I will say they are a little bit dark, as you can see. for me, except for the last one, which is very usable. But these, these are very, very fall inspired. So they're a little bit, well, for me, because I'm so pale. But these maybe a little bit harder sell this time of year for me, but I could definitely see myself using them during the fall and winter more. But they are a little bit dark. But that's okay. We make it work, and if you're my skin tone, you're just kind of used to that. But I think these would be really great for, ladies with the medium skin tone, darker skin tone. These are just going to show up really, really well on you. Let me do it this way. They're going to show up really, really well on you, actually. So, because they're very vibrant, and I barely tap my fingers in them, and there is a lot of pigment, and they just feel so soft and wonderful. There's basically these 5 items, and I'm pretty happy with it, especially with the Bare Minerals. The finishing spray, I'm going to figure out. It may work. I may give it a try during the summer and see what it does, and then I'll let you know if it does the little pimple things. And then this guy is just beautiful. I'll probably use the lightest one to test it out, the wear time on it, and get back to you, because the other ones are going to be a little bit bold. And Ultra Matte, I don't know. I love ColourPop. I love the formula. I think their lip products are absolutely amazing, especially at the price point, and they have so many different colors. I love it. So it's just I don't necessarily want to open up another color if I already have it, so I'll let you know. And this guy, I am sure it is absolutely fabulous, but it is way too dark for me. I cannot use black on my brows, so I will not be using it. But what I like, and some may be disappointed by that, but what I like is that this box is made for everyone. There's going to be women out there who have darker eyebrows who would really love this. And so, they're thinking about the masses, and I think that's absolutely great. So, though it does not work for me, these other items will. Well, the setting spray I don't know, but these other items will, and I'm absolutely happy with it. So no complaints. So big thumbs up this month. Boxycharm has really been hitting it the last 2 months and making me quite excited, because the first 2 boxes I got, I think, were the April and May, and those were a little bit for me. And I know some people get a little bit like wah wah to the eyeshadow. I always love eyeshadow. I'm never gonna get tired of eyeshadow. Give me a whole box of eyeshadow. I do not care. That and lip products, yeah. So big thumbs up. I hope you are having a fabulous week. Mine just got absolutely more fabulous than it was. And until next time, have a great day. Oh, unless you're staying for the video of what I used last month, and you can watch that and the reviews on those items next. But until next time, bye. Hi there, and welcome back. So I'm going to be going back over the items that came through to Boxycharm last month, and if I feel like the box is worth it because I'm actually using the products, because I think it's important. If you're getting these, are you really using these items or are you not? So does it make it worth it? So, I think it's kind of important for some. So what I'm going to do is put the total on this side and let you know how much everything came to, what I used, and if the box was worth it to me, and if I would repurchase these items. So here we go. The first item was the eyeshadow palette, which was the Real Her. And I actually did use this a couple times. Now, it's a little bit harder sell for me this time of year just because it's a harder sell. These are darker, and so for me, I ended up using this color and this color down here. Now, I would like to use it more, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to revisit this palette come fall, because I feel like these shadows will work better around that time. I did use them. What I will say is the consistency is a little bit different than the other shadows. It's silky, it's nice, but when you're building it up onto your eye, it doesn't necessarily have the best, when it comes to putting on. It's very light, so you're gonna have to build these up. So it doesn't always have the greatest shimmer, and I'm just trying to show that here, or the greatest pigment. I know, it took me a second. So you're going to have to build these up a little bit, which I found when I was using them. So I'd keep building it, keep building it. It did eventually blend. It takes a little bit longer to get it to blend, but I found them to be nice shadows. They did last throughout the day. And that's a compliment, because even though you have to use a little bit more product to get it to work, which I did. You know, you do have to keep building it up, so you're going to go through the product a little bit more. What I will say is the lasting power is amazing. I do have oily eyes. I'll put in the description box again how I prep my eyes before I put on shadow before I put on shadow, because my skin is so oily that sometimes the oil will bleed through to the shadows, changing them. So that's a true test of shadow for me, and these guys, they lasted. They passed the test with flying colors. The color looked exactly the same at the end of the day, which that impressed me. It really impressed me. But the building up of the color took a little bit of time, and especially when you're blending, sometimes they would blend away. So it was very positive, and then in some ways a little bit a few more cons, but I almost want to work with those cons if they're going to last on my eye. So if you have oily skin, these may be for you. So the next thing was the sheet masks. Yes, the 5-minute facial mask. Well, this is one of them by BioBell. I use the other two, and I am a huge fan of these face masks, but it's always best to use them by themselves, because I've used them. And I had like a friend who, a roommate that I have, and he's horrified. So, you know, he's like, you look like Jason Voorhees. And I'm like, well, don't mess with me today then, because I'm wearing the mask. But what I will say is that I love these masks, and not just BioBell, but masks in general. And what I always do is I put them in the refrigerator and then put them on, and then after I've done like my spa day, and I just put these on, and they're absolutely fabulous. Yes, they look a little silly, but that's okay, because the benefits of it are amazing. And I felt these were really nice quality, and the smell was just, oh. So yes, I would definitely buy these again. I think they're about $3 a piece. I'm kind of cheap, so I think I would wait till they were on sale. I would gladly pay $1.50 for these, and again, maybe I'm just too cheap for words, but I would buy these again. Even if it was buy one get one free, it would be $1.50 then still. Psh, math. But yeah, so I definitely would buy these again. I feel like these are very good quality, and the main ingredient was water. I don't think there was a lot of alcohol, and that's the main thing, is you want to make sure you're not putting alcohol on your face, because it's not the best for you. So these are really great. The next was the Diamond Glow powder that I had a hard time opening last time, if you recall. And woo, it is out to play now. It is like everywhere. So you want to go into this, woo, it just got everywhere. Before I couldn't get it out, and now it doesn't want to stay in. So it came out because I didn't close it correctly. Yeah, I just had so many problems with this, and it's not the product's fault. It's just, well, it was originally. I couldn't get it open because it was glued down, and it's one of those ones that you peel up and it would not come up no matter what. But this is absolutely beautiful, and I think it's going to work on many skin tones. So you can see it there. It is, for me, it would be a little bit darker for my skin tone, but I did use it when I was going for a more golden kind of look on the eyelids, and you know, went with a warmer look, especially with the peach Papa Don't Preach blush. This just complemented it really well when you put it above. But I think this would look better on medium skin tones than somebody who's as fair as me. But I have used this, and look at that. I don't know if I would rebuy it again, just because it is a little bit dark, but I have a feeling that they probably have these in different colors. I didn't research that, but if it came in a lighter color, then let me see how much it runs. It's $26.99. That is steep. But what I will say is that there's a lot of product in here, so I think it's going to last you a lifetime, so you wouldn't have to worry about it. I think it's going to last you a long time. So if you think about it in that respect, yeah, then it probably is worth it, because it's going to last you forever. And what I like is that it's finely milled. And some of them aren't. You'll get the glitter, or they'll like go into like your pores and stuff. This doesn't. It wore really well and just lays beautifully because it's just milled so fine. So this is a fantastic product. Now the thing that went along with it was the Rose Gold Pro Precision Tapered Brush, and that helped put it on. I do have the brush. It works absolutely wonderful for highlighter, especially with this guy. They just went together so well. I left it. I left it at my boyfriend's house. So God only knows what he's doing with it. So Yeah. So I can't bring it back, but I will say, and I'll put a picture to the side, the brushes did straighten out after I wet it and let it dry because it did have a little bit of a bump, and it straightened. Everything was fine, and it works really well, especially for highlighters. So it was fantastic. You know, I have so many brushes, so I don't think I would buy any more. I don't tend to buy brushes because I get one free in the boxes. I'm just going to say that. I tend to stick with what I know, but if I get them for free, I'm going to be, well, you know, within the box, which is, you know, with the price point is kind of free because, you know, it's over $100 in products, and I think I'm spending like $17 a month, or I don't even know. I'll let you know how much I'm paying a month because I buy the package plan, but it's really good. So it is kind of free, and it's a very nice soft brush once you get the bend out of it, which is very easy to do. The next item is the Ofra lipstick, liquid lipstick. Here it is, and I think it was in Santa Ana. Now this color is really bright. I swatched it before. I'll put it to the side. I'd never used Ofra's lip products before, ever. I tried this. After the video, I wore it for a little bit, took it off before I went out that night because it didn't really match with the eye look, but I kind of wanted to test it out. Fell in love with it. Bought one off of Ulta, or two off of Ulta because I had a 20% coupon and was getting some other things. Fell in love with it. This is some of the best liquid lipstick, matte lipstick I've ever used. They had a coupon in last month's box for 30% off for Boxycharm users, 30% off, and then on July 4th, they had a free shipping day because you do have to pay for shipping normally because there is no minimum. I bought a whole bunch. 30% off, free shipping. I was like, cha-ching, I did it. And you know what? I have been using these lipsticks. They're matte. I've been using them all the time, and I cannot wait to try more of these. I absolutely love Ofra's liquid lip matte. I don't know exactly what they call it, but it is the long-lasting liquid lipstick. This is fabulous, and the reason why is because they don't dry out your lips. It is one of the most comfortable mattes I've ever worn. I don't know how they do it because there might be a little bit of transfer for a little bit, but eventually it takes a little bit longer to set with some of the colors. Some of the colors are a little bit more, boom, they set, but some take a little bit longer. But when they're on, they're on. I can wear them the whole day. Even after lunch, they're still there. I wore one yesterday. I think it was Wonderland. It is so comfortable. It is so absolutely comfortable, and they last so long, and the colors are so beautiful. I am so glad that they already made so much money off of me. They did this, they put this in the box, and they've made so much money off of me so far, even with the 30% off. You got me, Ofra. You got me, Boxycharm. Big thumbs up. If you've not tried Ofra and their brand of the liquid lip mattes, if you have a hard time with mattes being too drying, give these a try because they really are comfortable. I don't have a problem with it, but I know some do, and I can definitely feel if it's more drying, but it doesn't do much to me. You can always put down a balm, but I don't even usually do that because I don't need it, but big thumbs up. So yes, to the side, I'm gonna put how much it came to of what I used, and then how much it came to with what I would purchase again. And even with the Ofra, as many as I bought already, they've already made a killing, more than they could imagine. So yes, this month was a big yes. Still one of my favorite months. Absolutely love it. So next month will be the July box, and I will let you know the reviews on that. And until next time, have a fabulous day. As always, bye.